What is up, killers? Kevin today back with a brand new episode of 5 new console mods to hit the Bethesda on our website this week. This is going to be episode 644 within my series, but without further ado guys, let's just jump straight into the video. Skyrim detail update coming in an incredibly low 1.9 kilobytes of a download. This mod tweaks various graphics and gameplay setting, over 50 tweaks to follow, such things as bow aiming, draw distance, grass, lights, mountains, objects, particles, rock, shadow, snow, trees, and much more. It's trying to emulate what you'd see off a PC. Now, if you can't tell it on my screen, and you probably won't be able to tell it on your screen, but if you are running somewhat of a vanilla game with a few other different extras sprinkled around, there's actually a video giving a full comparison between vanilla and this particular mod. This particular mod obviously being an overlay from the vanilla graphics, and it just absolutely pops. It looks so nice indeed. It's actually incredible. I'm personally going to keep this one. It does actually change a few different things within my personal game. You might have to jig this around within your load order, just for the simple fact of it has crashed a few times, but once getting it in the right location of the load order, this one is going to work absolutely beautifully, seamlessly, and all of the sort of detailing and textures, even the lining around, or should I say like the symmetry around some of the objects such as trees, definitely do pop with this particular mod. Valhalla Rift coming in at 38.1 megabytes of a download. This mod is a complete overhaul, the Rift forest and aspect trees. The Rift now feels like a charming forest with the trees in variety in early autumn fields. With the leaves of green, yellow and orange and red scattered around the particular world, it will feel very nice indeed. 5 out of 6 models have been replaced within the landscape. Also, ground textures and new grass have been implemented via this particular mod, and honestly it's very nice indeed. I've noticed a few other different sections, footage on screen right now of some of the things that I personally noticed within my game, and this is actually going through a very small section, probably not even in the right section, which is going to be the vanilla Rift within itself. There is going to be available tree LOD patch to this one as well. That is linked within the description of this particular mod, and honestly a small subtle changes going throughout the particular game with this mod. If you're not running sort of much more foliage than you possibly could within your game, I personally am, there's too much foliage if I'm perfectly honest, then grab this one and try it out. You might actually really like it, and honestly I love all the colours and all the different aspects of the trees and so on and so forth, but as it stands from my personal aspect, I will not be grabbing this one due to the fact of what you actually get for 38 megabytes isn't going to be viable within my graphics setup. Jedi Sith light armor, this one is coming in at 49.6 megabytes of a download. This is probably my personal favourite when it comes down to Jedi/Sith armor within the game. There have been a few Star Wars mods out there for Skyrim, and a lot of them are directed at the weaponry, aka lightsabers, but for this particular one it steps a little further back to look at the main aspect, which is going to be the armors. Honestly, they look gorgeous. The textures on them are absolutely great. I think they're sort of remapped or reworked vanilla assets within the game. They're very seamlessly fit in there. They don't look out of place. This paired with maybe a lightsaber would look absolutely great, but also can be paired for something like a mage. Now there is 2 different preferences on this particular one. There's going to be 2 preferences and 2 different versions within them. First one is going to be obviously your Jedi. You're going to have many different variations of that one. 2 references or preferences, which is going to be the 2 hoods that are going to be slightly different, and the Sith, same with that one as well. For this one you do get 2 different hoods, as I said before. You do get a variety and a tiered system of the Jedi cloaks, and then upon there you will get cape, boot, and a variety of different gauntlets. Again, they are tiered from normal Jedi to Master Jedi. The Sith armor will have a similar tier system to this particular one, but the color variants aren't going to be that great in comparison to the Jedi robes. Jedi robes are very traditional, and the Sith ones do come in a variety of purple and obviously everyone else's favorite red. This is sort of really nice. I like this mod. I think it's very great. I think the models and meshes textures are absolutely on point, and I definitely rate this one pretty high within the Star Wars mods that are out there on the site currently for consoles. Nightfall, epic immersive fantasy music. This is going to be the replacer version. You can actually get the sort of integrated version which plays the vanilla songs and the tracks from this particular sort of music overhaul. This one is coming in at 203.8 megabytes of a download. An awful big download for such a little thing to be changed within the game, but clearly it's not when you actually think about it. This particular one will change a lot of different soundtracks within the game, from regions, times, interior, exterior, and loads of other different places too, such as College of Winterhold. One track will be implemented and replaced with there. Combat, there are going to be 8 different ones. Combat with dragons, a different subcategory, shall I say, for an extra 3. There's going to be a DLC one for the Dragonbone, which is going to be 1. Dungeons 1, Dungeon Fort 1, Exploring Day 2, Evening 2, Forest 2, Mountain 1, Night 1, Travel 3, Markov, and all the other different main capitals themselves are going to have a different one within there. Now, I'm not going to play any on this particular video, as I'm not too sure how well it's going to fare up on copyright, but let me tell you, honestly, I'd love to keep this mod. It definitely does change the feel to the game, especially as within combat and exploring too, mainly kind of 2 of my personal preference of what I would be doing in the game due to these videos. But again, I can't justify that massive download size of over 200 megabytes of a download. Dragonbone Boost, coming in at 1.9 kilobytes of a download. Boost the base stats of Dragonbone armor, because it should be a lot stronger than Daedric armor within the game. That is quoting literally from the description from this particular mod author's mod, and honestly, just sort of going through the anvil or the forge itself, looking at the stats, have definitely been increased and boosted. So it should be, to get these particular resources for this particular armor should be a lot harder, and they actually are within the vanilla base game if you compare them to Daedric. So guys, this is the end of this particular video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, I very much appreciate a like on the video. This is episode 644. It's just absolutely insane. Guys, subscribe if you are new. Click the little bell to get a notification. But until the next one, guys, Killerkev here, and Killerkev out.